Hello everyone, Cooking Pizza here, and I know what you're thinking. Where have I been these, past few weeks, months? I don't know how long I've been going for, but let me just explain in this video while I draw a bird lady, okay? Don't know where I'm at this point with the bird lady. It's on speed draw or whatever, but just enjoy this bird lady. And no, she's not like a bird lady, like how those anime bird ladies. She's like a scary. I try to make like an eldritch, like god this bird lady. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I was just drawing this at like what 12 o'clock in the morning. So basically, here's what happened. Right, I wanted to lock in, and I decided that if there's one thing I truly do have a problem with in my art, it's the coloring. My colors are everywhere. They're desaturated, saturated, not saturated, good value, bad value, like they're just everywhere. Colors don't match. Too saturated. It's just, there's not like a thing I'm having. But other than that, I did not know how to make my coloring look good. So I hyperfixated on it and basically stopped anything else, production, channel wise, just all of that. Because in my head, at least the way it was making sense to me, it was like, okay, look, your anatomy, your line art, it's already good. Somehow I mastered, well, not my own version of mastery. I mastered grayscale before coloring. And here's the thing, right? I already know the trick. You put the base colors, then you do the overlay. Okay, I've used that trick many times before. And let me tell you, it's a go-to trick if you don't want to do the values and lighting yourself, okay? But basically, right, y'all? It was like I would see these artists use like for example, right? You have the base color, right? You get done with the sketch, line art, base color, right? And the backgrounds are blue and everything is just like a type of blue. You have the blue lighting and blue shadow, right? And along with other types of lighting and stuff like that. I wanted to do that type of lighting, right? So I legit spent like at least 2 to 3 months just studying lighting and shadow. That's how long it took me, right? And you know, I thought to myself, "Oh my goodness, this sucks because it's like I'm losing time doing other things. Like honestly, I could have been dropping videos back to back. I could have been doing so much more. But no, I wanted to sit down, get better at color theory and understand lighting and how I can use it with other colors and make the coloring of my characters and backgrounds even better. And while I was doing this, guess what? I started practicing backgrounds out of nowhere. I don't know when, I don't know how. I just said, you know what? I'm tired of the white and black gray void. I'm gonna just pick something. I'm gonna try my best to draw it. And you wanna know what I did? I did exactly that. And you know what? It's worth it because it paid off. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I made an ocean background, right? An ocean with the beach, right? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My art has improved greatly. Like, you know how when you download a reference, right? And you can tell the difference between your work and the reference. Dude, bruh, it is so mind blowing how good I did the background to the point every time I'm looking through my gallery, okay, where's the background I did? Where's the background I did? It's like, oh my, it's like I can't find it, only to find out that the thing I'm looking at is not a downloaded image from Pinterest. It's my background. And then the people on Twitter and I'm not YouTube, TikTok were like, dude, that's a good background. I thought it was some like, yeah. But it paid off and now I'm just at a point where it's like I don't know if y'all go through this, but it's like when you go through like a little study workout, right? And now that you understand it, you're like, okay, well, how do I apply it? How do I do it? That's exactly how it is with me. I did lighting and backgrounds, right, as a little study, and now it's just like, okay, I did it. I'm just kind of here staring at a blank canvas. I don't know what to draw because now the possibilities are truly endless. Do I start with this? Do I start with that? Do I do perspective? Do I do dynamic poses? Like it's like I have so much to do, I can't decide. My goodness, that's honestly how it feels. Like there's so much I could do that I truly cannot decide which to do. And I've started off, light. Like for example, with lighting, my favorite type of lighting is rim lighting. So I would draw a character and then boom, rim light. Or like when I'm doing a background, I'll get done with the background, try to do the atmosphere, and once I'm done, I just leave it. Now now like what I'm basically in the process of combining all these things I've learned into one art style, because like I've learned throughout my art journey, every time I study something, my art style heavily relies on it. When it came to anatomy and characters, my art style instantly went to it. It's like every time I like perspective, composition, my art style always went to it, but now it's kind of different because I'm in a space. I'm not space. I'm in a spot where I have a pretty good mastery of perspective, composition, dynamic poses, backgrounds and coloring, grayscale. I'm in a position where I can use all of these, and now the problem is how I combine all of them. Because here's the thing, right? The way I see grayscale, the way I see it as an alternative to coloring, right? Like that basically is what it is, like alternative coloring. At least in my book, I don't know if y'all have any like. Just tell me, okay? You tell me your thoughts and yada yada yada. But like, that's how I see it. Like for me, it's like I always ask myself the question: what is the point of doing grayscale if you already know what you're gonna do with the coloring? And like I'm still even now trying to figure it out. Like I have a few answers, but like I'm still trying to figure that out. Because it's like on one hand, yeah, sure, I can take the extra time to do the values in black, white, and gray. But then it's like, okay, but I can also take that time, do the base colors, do whatever color lighting I want, and like it's just like like grayscale. The best answer I've come up with when it comes to grayscaling and the coloring process is just that, hey, if you want to do grayscale, you can do grayscale. Like you don't have to do grayscale in every single painting or picture or drawing you do, but if you want to do grayscale, do grayscale. Your choice. That's how I see it, right? And like slowly but surely, as I'm like practicing, because if there's one thing I have learned, if I don't practice with the thing I'm learning, which is basically like all like what, five, six, I've lost count of them, I will lose them like instantly. Like the understanding that I literally took 3 months to learn and understand will just disappear. So basically what I've been doing is like I'll do a good sketch, quick sketch, do the line art, then do the coloring, and boom, bam, boom. With grayscale, like I kind of already know how to do grayscale. I can't really explain it. It's just that like when it comes to grayscale, like yeah, I can't do those godly grayscales. Maybe if I put a little extra practice in, then sure. But basically that's just what I've been doing. I've been just like drawing or making sketches and practicing and experimenting with the color and lighting and shadow values. Not only that, I have also been practicing my render skills. You see, I've learned that when it comes to rendering, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I don't know how I render. I don't know how I render." But like rendering is kind of like just shading. Like rendering is literally just light and shadow. And it's like, why is it no one tells the beginner artist this? Because beginner artists spent so much of their art time just trying to figure out what is rendering, trying to figure out what the definition is, because that's what I spent. I was looking at all these other artists, and I'm like, okay, what's rendering? How do I render this fabric? How do I do this? How do I do that? And the thing about it is, rendering is literally just detail. Rendering is literally just detail. Those painting art styles you see, it's literally just light shadow with a little bit of detail put on it. Those manga, like color drawings where the fabric has folds and stuff, and like it has dark, yeah, it's literally just detail and lights and shadows. I literally been spending like majority of my art journey trying to figure this out, only for it to end up being like that. And a lot of artists or experienced artists just don't say that. And it's like I feel like it's so easy. Like just tell a beginner artist that, hey, rendering is just lighting, shadow, and a few extra details, not only depending on your style, like a painting or manga style or any other style, but it's literally just like once you get done with the base color, do what you want. Like for example, cell shading is considered rendering, semi-realism is considered rendering, and it's like it blew my mind when I learned this. So like basically what I'm trying to do now, like I told y'all, is merge this all together to get, my new I think my completed art style. Like don't be wrong, an art style is never completed. You're always gonna add something to it. But like for me, it's like I've tried so many art styles, tried my own thing, tried putting my own thing into these other artists' art styles to make my own. And now I feel like I'm on like I'm on the very last step to like where I'm truly gonna climb up. You know, I was hiking, all fours down, climbing up, hiking. But now I'm gonna be on 2 feet walking up the mountain, and I feel like that's just something amazing. I'm almost at the peak, and I'm about to surpass the peak, basically. But then there's that part of me where it's like, dude, look, I understand you took the time to sit down, study, learn, practice, but like you also kind of wasted time because you could have been uploading videos, you really could upload it on your gaming and art channel. And then it's like, well, yeah, you're right, but now it's like okay, I can have more fun with my art because for me it's like sketch, line art, do the base color. You don't know what to do, throw random colors on it. Hopefully it looks good and go about your day. But like because I'm a perfectionist, it's like I know there's a step I'm missing. I don't know what it is, but I will figure it out. But now it's like here's the thing, right? The con, I wasted time. At least I think I wasted time in my opinion. But the pro is that since I use that time to study and practice, now I can start producing better art not only for me but for y'all because now I understand it now. Like even when it comes to my paneling, I think I'm gonna study paneling next, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that next. And when it comes to my world building, like I like drawing characters, right? But now that I understand how to color them and put them in like different lighting and how lighting works and shadows, I can make them even better. And I'm just very excited for that. So look, y'all, I know the videos have been slow. I have been commentary on like, the new movies, new shows that have probably come out already. And y'all have been seeing, or I've been saying I've been making a manga, but y'all have been seeing it. But I got some things in the works that I think y'all will like if y'all, like a few comics, a few drawings here, a few characters, a few, world building. I'm making something. And if everything goes right to plan, nothing strays from the path, it should be perfect. But other than that, like, comment down below, tell me your experiences with like, in like similar situations to mine. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.